What's happening, fam? What's good? What's good? What's good? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link, they also asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. Video's entitled, Are You Pro-Choice or Anti-Responsibility? Dave Chappelle line. But are you pro-choice? Are you for your right to make choices in life? You know, whether they're good or bad, right? So you want to be able to make your own decisions and make your own mistakes or make your own successes or make your own good decisions also. You're pro-choice. Or are you anti-responsibility? You want to be able to not have to pay the cost to be the boss. You want to choose what to do, but you don't want to accept the consequences or the accountability or responsibility that goes with your choices. Personally, I think the vast majority of Americans are anti-responsibility. And I think the vast majority of Americans actually do not like people who are pro-choice, because the people who I would think are pro-choice are about choosing their own path or choosing their own journey or choosing their own way. They take responsibility for how that journey ends. It's their choice. If it goes great, fine. If it doesn't go great, fine. But this is the path that they've chosen. And people get mad that people make that choice. You know? But on the other side, you got people who are, for the vast majority of people, they're anti-responsibility. Because when it's time to pay the cost, it's an excuse. There's an excuse. I shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't have to be like that. Next time, how about, we start fresh from this time forward? It's always a scam of getting out of responsibility. And the funny part about that is how, the vast majority of adults say that they're grown. I'm grown. You grown, but you anti-responsibility. That's interesting. You grown enough to say you pro-choice, and you grown enough to say, I'm grown, I can walk away, and can't nobody tell me nothing, because you anti-responsibility. And people don't want to, say both of them. This is it's not necessarily, it's not a double entendre, but this is the dichotomy that goes on with us. We want to say one thing, but mean another. You know what I'm saying? So when people say that they're pro-choice, they mean they're anti-responsibility. Because a lot of people don't want to say that they're anarchists, or I just want to do what I want to do, regardless or irregardless of the consequences. Because I just want to, bask in my own whatever. And it's weird to me. Personally, it's weird to me. Because if you pro-choice, then you have a plan. When you're pro-choice, you actually have a plan. Like, this is my choice. This is what I'm doing. So this is my plan of action to make sure this choice comes to fruition. But when you anti-responsibility, you don't have a plan. You don't. You're just winging it. And when winging it goes great, you're telling everybody how ingenious you are. When winging it goes wrong, you run. You just gotta go. And, when you look at life, when it's time to be responsible or time that somebody needs to depend on you, which side do you stand on? Are you the person that that is dependable, or you're the person that's not dependable? And normally, from my experiences, most people aren't dependable. And because they're anti-responsibility. The minute you ask them to do something or call on them to do something, they get nervous, they freeze, they buckle. It's too much pressure. You know, people will make up a scenario where y'all get into it. You know, now all of a sudden, y'all were, it was all good just a week ago, but now that this got to be done, now all of a sudden we got to fight. We got to have a falling out. You know, and there's a pro-choice guilt trip. See, people who are pro-choice, they gonna get it done. They gonna get it done regardless of who's there. If they can get a team to help, they'll do it with the team. If they can't get a team, they gonna do it on their own. If you anti-responsibility, it's always gonna be somebody else's fault. It's never gonna be your fault. It's never gonna be the decisions that you made. You know, it's never gonna be how can I put this? You're never gonna have to correct anything. You know, everybody else made mistakes, but you did it perfectly, and you don't have to, you know, go back and say, okay, that wasn't the best move. I need to move differently. That's not gonna happen because you're anti-responsibility, even for your own actions to yourself. Excuse me, I'm sorry. What I mean is even for your own betterment. If you choose to be a better person, you won't even see that through. You won't even be responsible. You know, you won't even be your accountability partner. So you got to have somebody else do it. You know, which is ridiculous, but it's normal. So ultimately, are you pro-choice or anti-responsibility? Like I said before, I think most people are anti-responsibility. I'm out on this one. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.